What up, Facebook? You're live now with another rendition of Real Talk with Gene and Jessica. Jessica will be showing up momentarily. How y'all doing out there? One and all are welcome. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Who's gonna show up and show out? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Just waiting on a few people to show up. And we gonna show out. Cedric, what's good, baby boy? How you doing? How you doing? And we now welcome the hostess of the show, none other than Miss Monique Barnes.
How y'all doing? Okay. What's up? I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes to look at me. I got my hair done. How y'all doing? Welcome to Real Talk with
Gene
and Jessica. Okay. Anyway, how y'all doing on this lovely evening? All right. I see we got a couple of people chiming in.
Dolores McNeil, welcome. Mary Carmichael, welcome.
Hey, how you doing? How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? Guess what? We're coming from the Real Talk with Gene and Jessica page, and we're also coming live from Monique Barnes' page. So we're moving up. We're moving on up. I see Linda Purnell. Hey, Miss Purnell, how you doing?
Welcome.
That's a good friend of my mama's. You know, good friend of the families. Her and her family. And Nicole Purnell, me and Nicole went to school. She was a year ahead of me. And we was in the marching band together. And, I gotta say, people, it's good to see y'all names on here. And I see, oh yeah, y'all doing all right? Mr. Lawrence y'all doing, hey Lisa Rose, how you doing? All right. So we're just gonna wing this show. We didn't think about the topic, but I had something in mind. I was thinking earlier, we was somewhere, and I was thinking, you know, a lot of times you say, what's up, Sid? What's going on, Sid? It's good to see you. And a lot of times in relationships, you know how you can be in those relationships where you give the person the benefit of the doubt, and you try to be there for them as much as possible, and you're doing everything that you can, and you're doing everything that you're supposed to do. You're being everything that you know supposed to be. He said, hello to the both of you. Hi. And you're being everything that you're supposed to be. You've been a good man or a good woman to this person, and they just not appreciate you. Okay, and then all of a sudden when y'all break up, alright, then you'll find someone new. It might not be as soon, but eventually you'll find someone new. And then everything that you did with that person, now the new one, they appreciate it. And hey, how you doing,
Welcome,
Sharon?
Miss Simmons. Welcome, Miss Simmons.
Sis, what's going on? Now the person that you have, your current partner, they appreciate everything that the other person took for granted. We're gonna talk about that.
Ooh-wee, I know where this going. I know where this going.
We're gonna talk about, and it's gonna be a two-part, because a lot of times, you remember what I told you the other day? I said, ain't no way in the world I'm gonna pour all of this into you. I'm gonna pour it into you. There's no way I'm gonna pour it into you and build you up for somebody else. And that's another part to that. Building your ex up for his or her next. Now that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, for sure.
That's gotta hurt.
Welcome, Ashanti. Welcome.
Hey, how you doing? Ashanti Brown, what's up, baby? Hey, baby girl, how you doing?
Mr. Little.
Hey.
What's good, baby?
Oh, damn. Oh, what's going on, D? All right, you in for a good show. Maybe you can give your input, because I know you got a lot of things to say about a relationship, because we heard you talk. So we know you got some input. But first of all, we was talking about being in a relationship where you're doing everything that you possibly can do for that person. You're being a good person. You're not cheating on them. You pretty much giving your time, your attention, your affection, your all to this person, and they just don't appreciate it. So then when the two of you break up, and then you eventually find somebody else, man or woman, then the next person, your current relationship, they appreciate everything that the other person took for granted.
Everything.
Everything. I mean, it's almost like they don't miss. They don't miss. It's like everything that you ever wanted, that's what they deliver. And guess what? You never change your routine. You never change who you was. But the saying goes, you can never be the right person. You can never be the right man or the right woman for the wrong person. So regardless of how good you are, and regardless of what you do for that person, you'll never be the right one.
That's right.
You will never be right. You will never be the right one. Everything is going to be your fault. Okay? I'm just going to say it like that. Okay, I'm good. How y'all doing? Okay, yeah, we're doing just fine. So that's what we're talking about. Can y'all hear us pretty good? Y'all hear the music, everything leveled out? Just let us know everything is leveled out, because we're having a good discussion tonight. A good discussion.
Indeed. See, as I stated, I know where this going. What's up, Bam? How you feeling, bro?
Oh,
How you
Bam.
feeling?
Oh, Bam took time off of his business schedule to chime in. You know what? Bam is about to be a local celebrity. I'm going to say it like that, Bam, because, you know, you from Scotland County and everything. You represent Scotland County. But I'm glad that you did what you did. You made the best move. And
we're proud of you, bro.
we are so proud.
We're proud of you.
Especially me, because you talked about this, and he used to work with Veronica. And he said, man, I'm trying to get to the top. And when he said I'm trying to get to the top, he not trying to be bigger than nobody else, but he know what his talents can do. And he wasn't scared. He took a leap of faith, and then look at where he at.
That's right.
That's all right. That's all right, Bam, man, and we'll be rooting for you. Just
For sure.
let us know. Let us know where your next venture gonna be.
Don't forget us little people when you make it up, brother.
Yo, okay, so let's get to the topic. What's your input? baby?
Well, as I stated, I know where this was going. I don't know if any of you seen my post on my page. If you're not following us on the group page, you can follow us personally because the broadcast will be on both pages. That's Gene Jessica and Monique Barnes. I put a post up a couple of days ago. Well, in our last podcast, we were discussing disrespect, DMs and stuff like that at weird hours of the night. Well, this didn't happen in a weird hour of the night. This happened as we were broadcasting. My ex came to my page and decided to request me as a friend. I quickly nipped that in the bud, let it be known that we can't be friends, and she kept pursuing. So it got to the point, because, she's older, might not be hip to this internet thing as much as some of us are, but I decided to let Jessica have the whole conversation with her. She probably thought that she was talking to me.
Surprise.
But she was talking to Jessica the whole time. And eventually, we came to a logical decision that we must block that ass. You know what I mean? Because you have people who never is going to be happy. And no matter what they say verbally out of their mouth about they want you happy and they wish the best for you, the true colors always raise its head. It got to the degree where she said she wants to talk to Jessica. As if she can tell Jessica something she doesn't already know, or to cause our relationship to have a demise. And I can only do that. How you doing, Levon? Welcome to the show.
Hey.
Only I can do that.
How are you, Miss Johnson?
And people don't get it. When two people are committed, they're happy, and they are strong enough not to allow outside influences interrupt their dynamic. What is it that you really can do besides be miserable? Be miserable, girl. Go on, girl. Be miserable.
And by all means necessary. Hey, is it Deanna Smith Tyson? How you doing? Welcome to my page. Welcome to Monique Barnes' page. Do me a favor, y'all. If y'all haven't done so already, jump over to the Gene and Jessica, Real Talk with Gene and Jessica page, and you'll see a little content there. I post different videos that others have made, but we're gonna do our own content and stuff like that. And it's worth looking at. It's what we just really started about a month ago. About a good
Next
month
week,
ago.
Tiny, hello.
And Angela McFadden, you got Tanika Love. How you doing, Miss Love? Okay. Oh yeah. And then what I would say about that, I wish nobody no harm.
No, what's on?
And I wish nobody no ill will. And I pray to God that you find peace and solace in your situation. But as far as me, I must say this for the record. When someone has potential, that means that there's a possibility that something can happen. I'm more than potential, okay? And I'll say it like that. Hey,
Miss McFadden.
I'm not just potential. I'm more than potential. Because I have reached past potential stage in a relationship. Why? Because I have learned through my own experiences. I have learned from life. I have learned from others how to treat a man. Okay? It's nothing no different than what I've been doing before. But I'm just more advanced and more wise in how I deliver and how I act. And, and I've always been a good person. And anybody that really knows me knows that I'm not a troublesome person. I don't deal with conflict. I don't rebuttal. I don't do none of that stuff. Drama, I walk away. Mama told me just walk away. I don't confront drama because that's not what I'm here for. So, with that being said,
Quante Short.
Quante, what's going on, Quante? Good to see you. And with that being said, my life is so much at peace, and it is. My life is so much at peace because I choose peace. I choose to be at peace. My mind is at peace. And I'm not one of those females to get on social media and be like, yeah, you didn't do that. Nah, I got him, man. No, I'm not that type female. So please don't get it twisted. Don't think that I'm in competition with any woman. I am not. Because I'm in the league by myself, okay? There's no competition. When it comes to me, there's no competition. There's only one Monique Barnes. Jessica Monique Barnes, that's my name. There's only one Jessica Monique Barnes. Can't nobody be like me. Can't nobody beat me. You might find somebody that might favor me, like my girl. My oldest daughter, she looks at me, but guess what? She's not me and I'm not her. I'm not you. You might find somebody that might favor you, but ain't nobody like Jane Ellen Hannigan. So let's not get into this mode of thinking that it's competition. Like, oh, well, he told me the same thing, or she told me the same thing. Okay, she might have told you the same thing, but you did not perceive it the same way. You did not perceive it the same way. So,
Lisa Rose, welcome.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, you could tell a person, like, okay, let's just say I'm with A. And me and A are in a relationship. And me and A can't get along. I'm trying to get along with A. I'm trying to understand A. And me and A just can't see eye to eye. So me and A broke up. So I go to B. Right? But B is everything that I don't have to ask him for nothing. I don't have to beg him for nothing. I don't even have to say no. He's right there on top of his game. And I'm still the same person that I was with A. What's the difference? The difference is, you ready for this? And this is going to hurt. The difference is maturity. Your frame of mind. Because if you come in with an attitude, if you come in being demanding, if you come in thinking that they ain't going to tell me what to do, it's my way or the highway, you're always going to end up by yourself. That's just the rule of thumb. That's life, okay? It ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't got nothing to do. Don't look at me like, hey, she thinks she better. Now, I don't think I'm better than nobody. I just know better. That's all.
There's a big difference between the two.
I don't think I'm better. I just know better.
Most men, you got some men that are very childlike when it comes to their attitude. The mama's boys, those that have any male structure, don't know what it is to lead, and I'm not here labeling anybody because I was fortunate, even though I didn't have the greatest of fathers, I had my father. So I'm not here judging nobody, but a lot of dudes be in their feelings just as much as women, so they bring a lot of crap. They bring a lot of crap. Me, on the other hand, I tell a woman from the rip, I understand you're an emotional creature, but there's a difference between being emotional and being erratic. If you're one of those loud, erratic women that just love to argue for no apparent reason, for attention or whatever it is, I'm not your guy. As soon as you start that, I start walking away. That very second, the first time, because in my mind, I grasp the perception that you don't know how to talk. What you want to do is yell and argue and raise Cain. That's just not my cup of tea. That is not for me. How you doing, Blanche? Welcome. If you did not know, We are broadcasting from 2 pages. We are broadcasting from Monique Barnes' pages and the Real Talk with Gene and Jessica pages. So if you're looking for where the action is, flip flop through the pages and you will find where everybody is. But we are doing this podcast from both pages. This is the way it will be from now on. So our audience will grow. If you're not on the Real Talk with Gene and Jessica page, please swing by there and invite yourself, follow the page, and do us one solid. Share the page.
Please.
We would truly appreciate that. We truly appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. And see, and this has to be said because a lot of people think that. How am I say this? A lot of times they say, well, the same thing that he said to her, he said to me. Okay, let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. When a man is looking for a woman, he's gonna say things, right? And if he thinks that she could be potential, this is the word potential. Now let's get this right. If he thinks that she is a potential, he's gonna talk to her in a potential way. He's gonna talk to her and he's gonna feel her. And if she gives him any little inkling that it could be a possibility, then he's gonna talk to her as if he's trying to pursue her. And he'd be like, you know what? You're a queen. I'm a king, you're a queen. I want you to be my queen. He's letting you know how he feels. But once that man or that woman, especially that man, gets a whip of your attitude, and if you like boisterous, like, yeah, tell me what to do, come here, do what I say, and you get, any man in his right mind do not want to put up with it.
At all.
Do not want to put up with it.
I'm going to tell y'all like I told her. She thought her nuts were bigger than mine. Now that's how toxic that situation was. And why she had the perception that I would stay in that situation is beyond me. Especially when I verbally communicated it as well as said it directly. That attitude is not going to keep me around here. I'll be gone. And it got worse. It got worse. I seen that movie before, and I didn't like it. So I got messy.
See, and that's the thing about it. And it's like, I had to think to myself, because I was there, when the message was written, and I seen how the dynamic of the message was, but in my mind, I'm thinking as a woman. I'm not thinking in competition. See, I try to keep peace as much as possible, right? But I can't be petty if you take me there. So, I thought as a woman is going to get hurt. Of course she's going to feel hurt. But we must take accountability for our actions. We must take accountability for our actions. So, if somebody pursues, if a man pursues a woman of interest, and then he lets her know that he likes her, but then all of a sudden the dynamics change, something happened, and it's kind of wavering, and it's like, okay, the foundation is not solid, and the man is going to move elsewhere. And likewise a woman. It's not just men that leave relationships. I left plenty of them. I did. I left. And because I had to. But the thing of what I'm saying is, if you're in a relationship with somebody, learn to communicate with that person. Learn how to talk to that person. Don't talk at that person, talk to that person. It's the difference. If I'm talking at you, if I'm demanding you, or if I'm making you, what am I doing? Who's the manipulator? Who's the one that controls? Who wears the pants? We got to think about it like that. Now, we can take it to the Bible if you want to, but I'm not going to do that because my mama always told me do not debate with the word of God. But I'm going to put this disclaimer out here. Everything that we say on Real Talk with Gene and Jessica is coming from self-experience. It's coming from self-experience. So, we're trying to help somebody. We're not hurting people. We're trying to help somebody. And if some things get exposed, oh well, they just get exposed. But guess what? We are first partakers of what we tell y'all because everything that we're telling y'all, we confront with, we deal with.
Every day.
Every day. And you think, oh God, y'all such a loving couple. Yes, we are, but guess what? We have disagreements. We do. It might not seem like we don't, but we do. We have plenty of disagreements. But we learn how to communicate. It's just that simple.
You can't project
Okay.
information to somebody without knowing how to do it yourself. So, like I said a couple of podcasts back, us in particular, we have our disagreements. We sit down quick. We sit down quick and we try to come to some type of solution. You can't drag that energy. It's going to tear your relationship down. My destination with her is marriage. That's my destination.
Marriage.
So anything that's going to get in the way from me achieving that, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it. A lot of people don't have the strength to do that. I'm not saying I'm Superman. I'm not saying I'm better than any man. I'm not. I don't want to be by myself. I don't. Because I was there. Just last year, I was there. I was content that was going to be God and me. Content with that.
Same with me. Believe it or not, same with me.
We crossed paths. It wasn't physical. It wasn't flirtatious. Simple conversation. Found out, wow, we the same person. Decided to give it a run. That's it. That's it. Heard her hurts. Know about her scars. Know about her wounds. She know about mine. We made a conscious effort and conscious decision that we was going to help each other through
Thank you for the light.
our scars. We decided we was going to help each other. And something blossomed from that. Because with the traumas that we experienced, we learned how to communicate what it is we want with each other, what we will tolerate from one another. You know, a lot of people say when they get to know a person, they get to know, do you really know what getting to know a person is? Do you really take the time not only to find out how good they are in bed, do you find out how they think? Do you find out what it is that they truly like? Do you find out what is their deepest passion? Do you find out things like what ticks them off? How to tick them off? Because it could be the smallest thing that you missed. Do you figure that out? And then put it to the test and see if you can communicate your way through it. We haven't been together long, but we've done all of that. We've done it quick because her goal is the same as mine when it comes to the relationship. We want to walk the aisle. We want to go before God with a clean slate as far as the things we do as adults. And I think we all know what that is. You know what I mean? Neither one of us want to leave this planet and have to answer the question why we committed fornication with one another and things like that. So we are building the foundation we need to build to get to our goal. And we're not letting anything deter us or come in the mix, like the monkey wrenches that we've experienced quite a bit of. We're not allowing any of that to get in the way to stop us from reaching our goal. So, on that note, we just want to say that we're not advisors, we're not philosophers. Do not take anything we say and run it as gospel. We're no different than you. Most of these talks come from things that has come across in our life in the past days that we bring it to you. Of course, we had experiences of the past, but we're not looking back, so we're not going to talk about what's back there. We talk about what's happening now. We're talking about what's happening now and how we handle those things. Okay?
Okay. Well, I'm just looking at these things. I see, Lisa Rose, I just not see your message, Lisa. I am so sorry. Yeah, it took me this long to speak to you. Hey, what's going on? Everybody. I'm glad. I had to go on the Real Talk with Gene Jessica page because I'm on my page and I'm on the Real Talk with Gene Jessica page. But y'all, I just want to tell y'all that it hasn't been all bad. It hasn't been all bad. But on my part, I had bad days. Okay? And I'm not talking about in the relationship. I'm talking about within myself. Because I had to fight with the old version of me and the me that I'm becoming in this relationship. Because I dealt with so much negativity, I dealt with so much trauma, I dealt with so much abandonment, verbal abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse. So, and people talk about baggage and stuff like that. I get that. But one thing about Gene, and I can't say this beyond a shadow of a doubt, he heard it all.
Hello, Miss Grant. How you doing?
He heard it all. Hey, Miss Eula. Hey, what's going on? He heard it all. And he decided to stay. He decided to commit. He told me that he was going to marry me. Now, what do you think? Well, he told you that a man knows. A man knows whenever he found the one. A man really knows. He knows. It's just something about, just like women's intuition. Men know. We gotta give it to them. We can't sit here and say, well, a man this and this and that. But a man knows. A man knows. Even in his host things, he knows. Even if he's a dog, he knows. If he don't want you, he'll string you along because he wants some cutting. He wants some coochie. That's what he wants. But a man knows who he wants. He really knows who you want, but he don't want you, but you're at his convenience at that time. So the thing about, did I say something that, I might have said something that'll cut somebody. I might have said something kind of hard.
You might have hit a button.
I might have hit a button because a lot of times, a man can be at his point where, you know what I'm saying, I don't want nobody, we just chilling, whatever. So you come by, you're just at his convenience. But he did not commit to a relationship with you. He did not say that he wanted to be with you. But if a woman, I've done this. If a woman throws herself at a man, if you throw a bone at a dog, what is she going to do to him?
He's going to bite.
He's going to bite. So, I'm not saying he was a dog, but he's a man. My mama said he's still a man. So if you come wagging your tail in front of a man, don't be surprised if he go sniffing. Okay, that's the thing about it. That's what I'm saying. But
Mr. Johnson, welcome, brother.
Lamar, what's up, nephew? What's going on? What's going on with you? What's going on with you? All right. And if you start sniffing, if a dog sniffs to long enough, he gonna get to licking that thing that he sniffed. I'm just being real with you. He gonna start wanting to get some of what he's sniffing, especially if it's there. And a lot of times we can be at the right place at the wrong time.
Indeed. You're quite correct.
We can be at the right place at the wrong time. Now, a lot of people might not agree with what I'm saying, but it's okay. Because your opinions is just what it is, your opinions. But this is not an opinion for me, it's a fact. I always say, stop being a convenience to somebody. A lot of times people only reach out to you because you're available.
That's right.
Sometimes people only reach out to you because you're convenient at the time. You're not what they really want, but because you're there, and because what they really want is nowhere around.
Evangelist Clark, welcome.
How you doing, Sister Clark? Good to see you. Good to see you. See, a lot of times, we just grab something that convenience. Go to one of them little South stores. They ain't got what I want, but it's the closest store to me. The next store probably 50 miles down the road. I want a melon yellow, but I gotta sit here and settle for a Mountain Lightning. Or off-brand soda. So I'm selling for something off-brand because what I want is not in the store. But I'm willing to pay more for less.
That's right.
Y'all understand what I'm saying? I'm paying more for less than what I want.
Eric Bunker, welcome. Natasha Marshall,
Bro,
welcome.
Eric, how you eat money? That's my bro right there. Eric, let me tell you something about Eric Bunker. Eric has the sweetest heart you ever wanted to meet. He is a sweetheart, man. He's a sweetheart. He just like me. He's a sweetheart. He's younger than I am, but he's a sweetheart, and he loves God, and he really does.
That's what's up.
And he has a son named Eric Jr.
That's what's up.
I think he's what, 3 years old? How old Eric Jr. now?
Again, we are broadcasting from 2 pages. We are broadcasting from Monique Bonds' page as well as Real Talk with Gene and Jessica. If you are not on the page, please skedaddle over there to Real Talk W/Gene and the symbol Jessica. Join the page, and once you join the page, please do us a favor by sharing.
Yes, and I do apologize to some of y'all. If y'all spoke to me and I didn't say nothing, I'm looking at 2 different pages. I'm looking at Real Talk with Gene and Jessica, and I'm looking at my page. So at the same time, we're going live with 2 different pages. So if I did not say hey to you, please charge it to my head, not my heart, like they always say, because I really didn't mean to.
Beaver Dam Baptist Church.
Beaver Dam Baptist Church, how you doing? I used to play for them years ago.
All right.
Yeah, if it's the same Beaver Dam I used to play for on McCall, I used to play for them, and them ones that they on the fish market in McCall, South Carolina.
Okay.
Some of the best fish in South Carolina. I'm trying to tell you, my mama would go there all the time, sit down and eat. Me and my mama, we love to see food. But like I said, a lot of times we're not who they want. We're really not what they want. And let's just be honest. A lot of times you went to the store and you settled. You went to the store, you was looking for a particular item, but you didn't find that item. You settled for it. Because you weren't going to want it. You thirsty. Now, me personally, a lot of people like Deer Park. I don't like Deer Park water for some reason. I don't know why. But if I went in the store and if I wanted some water and if all they had was Deer Park, I'm going to have to settle for it. Because it's water. And the next store, but like 40, 50 miles away. So I got to settle for what I can get. And that's just like in relationships. So whenever when a man finds a woman, and I'm not talking about the wife, I'm talking about, let's go before the wife. What a man looks for in a woman, I'm not a man, he's a man. So I'm asking the men first, They always say ladies first. No, but I'm asking the men first because the men are the hunters. Men, what do you look for in a female? Outside of the big booty, big hips, and the big chest, and pretty face and pretty teeth, what qualities do you look for in a woman? What qualities do you look for? And you know, I'm gonna put a block between me and Gene because I want Gene to see me. I want him to tell you what he was looking for in a female. What were you looking for in a woman? Whenever your search. Now your true honest answer.
Me, Zakiah Bruce, welcome.
Zakiah,
Graham, welcome.
Hey,
Gina, hello, Eugenia.
Hey,
Well, me, first of all, primarily, I'm looking for
you
those. There you go.
I'm sorry.
There you go. No, I'm looking for the qualities that I found in strong women like my mother and my grandmother. Someone that would cook, someone that would clean, someone who was in their feminine energy, someone who's not afraid to tell you when you're messing up. But there's a way to do all of that. And with those women in particular, they've done it the way I would hope it would be done in my life. They went to their spouses. They told them directly, look, that bothers me. They didn't yell, they didn't scream, they didn't jump on them, they didn't do all of that. Now, the respect you expect me to give to you, I expect you to give to me. I understand you're not looking for my love, you're looking for my respect. And to get my respect, this is what I won't tolerate. You have to do something different. That was number one. Number two, I don't like confrontational women. Every little thing there's always going to be a conflict or confrontation about it. I'm a guy, when there's differences, you do the thing I didn't have to ask you to do. I didn't have to ask you to just tell me how you felt without yelling, or to tell me what it is that you didn't like that I may have done without yelling. Understand that we're trying to be partners, not parents to one another. You know what I mean? And number three, just know your position on the chessboard. You the king and I'm the king and you the queen. Just know, just know your position on the chessboard. That's all I can ask for a woman. If it's my job to go out here provide, protect, lay my life down for, know your position. If that's cooking and the cleaning and the comforting, just know your position. There are certain things that both parties need that don't need explanation. It don't need explanation.
Barbara, Steve,
who wants to go to work? Let's get it clear. I am not racist, but I am prejudiced. There's a difference between the two. But I have to go out here. I got to deal with this white man. I got to deal with, the position of just being African American. We got to deal with the police and all that crap. That could really happen to any black man for no apparent reason, which we know. But then I got to come home and fight with my wife. I got to deal with my kids being all out of order. Because there's no structure. I got to deal with things that are not necessary or detrimental to my livelihood. Nagging. Worried about her not doing her part, being condemned for not being able to finish my part in a specific time. It's just a lot that men do go through. Am I taking anything from females? Y'all excuse my language, but hell no. I know you ladies go through a lot to hold your homes together, keep your kids in order, and try to take care of your man. I truly do know that. The dynamics are just different. But the way I can't say it, I say me. I try to take in consideration.
Thank you, sis. I love you.
Hey, Shelly, you know, I try to take in consideration what your day was like. You know, what was your thought process during the day? What obstacles was in your way for you to be in the energy that you're in? And I try to be a comfort to that. Me comforting you tells you things about me, which will make you, react to me in a different light. So, if you're not, communication isn't just in verbal. It's not just verbal. It's in your action too. Because if she had a rough day and I'm screaming at her because she had a rough day, now we both got a rough day. But if I try to soothe you, when you reciprocate your energy, it'll be the same way. It's like a calm voice turns away wrath. You know what I mean? So it's about communication, like you said. It's about communication, knowing how, knowing when, and putting the things into the order it's supposed to be, not a specific order, but the order it should be. If you're upset, if I ask you, what's wrong, and you tell me, okay, instead of me flipping that, trying to make it an issue about it being small or as if it wasn't important, that's going to keep you there. But if I say, okay, babe, come here, let me talk to you for a minute. Put my arm around you, give you a kiss on the forehead. We have a general conversation. Well, why is it bothering you? Trying to figure out, get to the root, then we can fix it instead of debating about it. So that's my thing. Like I said, I want a woman that's easy. And I don't mean easy as in her goodies. I mean one so mellow that even when she's going through, she know how to communicate it to me, so I know how to help her. Anything outside of that, we probably not going to be.
No.
We probably not going to be.
We won't. And mind y'all that coming into a relationship, I wasn't scared of him. He's a gentle giant, really. He ain't nothing but a big old teddy bear. Except, if he's protective though. Don't get me conscrewed. He's very protective, especially over me. That bear would turn to a grizzly bear in a minute. He would turn to a grizzly bear. So, the thing of it is, I was afraid because of what I dealt with. When I would express myself prior to him, and we were talking about current relationships that don't appreciate you, we still on the subject. I would feel a certain way. What's wrong with you? You see me put that on. They said, what's wrong with you? So the way you said it, the way you asked me, when you said, what's wrong with you? I don't know how to communicate with you. And when I'm like, I feel bad. I just feel like, I don't know, I just need to talk. I say, oh no, like, here we go again. Or sometimes we're like, no, not this again. Oh, say, get over it. It ain't nothing. Why you crying? Stop crying. Okay, that's not helping me. Or if I express how, if you said something that I did not agree with, and then I communicate to you, and then you rebuttal against me, so well, that's just how I am. You need to get out your feelings. And that's going to cause me to go into a shell, but if you hollering at me, then it's going to cause me to back up. So what happened was, I had that happen so much to where, in this relationship, when we first start talking and getting to know each other, It's almost like when he would touch me, not touch me physically, but when he would touch my heart, I would get scared. Because I said I was going to keep my walls up until I know that I'm sure. I kept my walls up until I knew I was sure. And the thing about it, I did all I could. Hey, what's up, Quinn? What's going on, nephew? Here, there you go.
There you go.
Well, hey, there you go. There you go. What's up, man? What's going on with you? Look, and the thing was, I put them walls up so hard, I said, I ain't gonna let nobody else pull my walls down. And the more I try to hold them up, it's almost like he just came and put with the help of God. Because without God, him naturally, he wouldn't have been able to put these walls down. But he was able to. Let me see, where y'all going? He said, where we going?
That was Michelle to say that.
Yeah, she said, where y'all going? Where we going? Oh, we're going to the next level. That's where we going. We going to the next level.
Michelle, you already know.
We're going straight to the top. That's where we're going. We're going straight to the top. And see, the thing about it is, the old me and sis talked to me, and Ben talked to me. Forgive that person. I had to forgive the young version of me. I had to forgive the teenage version of me that was running loose and like a goose with no caboose. That ain't make no sense. But I had to forgive that chick. I had to forgive that young woman that misunderstood, that was looking for love in all the wrong places. And okay, what's up, Nene? I know that's right. Hey, cousin, that's my cousin right there. And see, and I had to put in my mind. I said, okay, he's different, and he really is. And he kept talking to me, and he kept talking to me, and he kept talking to me. It's like the more he kept talking to me, I was going in detox. Okay, I was in recovery mode. And the more he talks to me, and when the person is going through detox, they're going through all kind of pains. They're shivering, and they're shaking, and they just going through withdrawals and everything. And the whole time I was going through my withdrawal, this is what he did. He said, it's okay, baby, it's okay, it's okay. The more I cried, he said, let it out, let it out. I was like, huh? Let it out? Ain't nobody never told me to let nothing out. And I'm in shock, like, oh my God. And now, and then he started talking to me, and he said, baby, you're my queen. You're my queen. You're my queen. Have you told yourself you're beautiful? Do you know you're beautiful? Tell yourself, look yourself in the mirror, and tell yourself that you're beautiful. And see, I didn't have that. I was always told I was pretty for superficial reasons, because they wanted to get twinks my legs. They want, and they were saying you are, but nobody, they never valued the person that I was and that I am. He values me. He values, let me see, Brandy Beasley, how you doing? Hey, he values me. He values the relationship. He values what I say. Even though he might not understand everything that I go through, he goes through it with me, because we're walking this walk together. And then when I tell you, my walls had came up from here to virtually nothing. It's like I don't have a wall. This man is my security. He is my security blanket. I can have a real bad day, and he look at me, hey baby, he be like, you okay? I was like, no. and he said, come on, let's go. And that's just how safe I am. Hey, and that's just how safe I am with him, because I know I can be vulnerable. I can be vulnerable with this man without judgment. I can be vulnerable with this man without him telling me I need to get over it. I can be vulnerable with this man without telling me shut the hell up or shut the fuck up. That's what they tell me. But I mean, I'm just saying this real talk with Gene Jessica now. Okay.
You might hear some grown folks talking.
Yeah, you're gonna hear grown folks talking this explicit language. So if you're not used to this kind of language, you know, I'm sorry. We're just gonna talk like this. But we all, in all seriousness, I had to come to understand. He said he's a big security blanket. Yes, he is.
What are you saying, girl?
Yeah, you're a big one.
Hey, yours ain't too small, sweetie. That's my man, though. That's my man. I seen them hands on the mole last night. Yeah.
But I agree with you, sis. He is a big security blanket. I love him. I love my big boy. I call him Big Daddy. No. He said, Jessica, if you don't stop that cursing, I'm gonna watch your mouth out with soul.
I'm working on him.
No, he ain't. Look, okay, I'm gonna say it like this. That's what they told me. They told me that. Shut the F up. So, this is where I'm at. Like I said, the topic was being with somebody, appreciating that person. Sometimes you learn, you live and you learn. Sometimes you can have a relationship with somebody and it don't go so good for whatever reason, I don't know. But
Michelle must be cracking up.
she having the time of her life over there. She said, y'all funny. She having the time of her life over there. Boy, she was having a ball. Look, let me tell you something. Thank you. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I have Mr. Trying to work, so hear me out. Hear me out. It's like this. I'm at my happiest point. I'm at my happiest point. Happiest point. I'm up here high. I am. No, yeah. Look, think about this. I'm high up here. I'm at my happiest point right here. You see my cheekbone. Man, I'm smiling without doubt. I'm smiling without fear. I'm smiling without thinking, because I know. And the thing about it, she said, where's my invitation? Look, we gonna give you an invitation whenever we set the date. We don't even know the date yet. Yes, I'm in love. I know you in love.
Ooh, child. We know you in love.
We know you in love. And Charlotte, I'm going, as soon as we get the actual date, we are going to give everybody an invitation to our wedding. Okay? We're going to give you an invitation to our wedding, because like he told me this. It was so cute. I wasn't expecting this soon. I really wasn't. Because, I'm like, she said, yes, and
Claire McQueen.
oh, Claire, how you doing? How you doing, Mama Claire? I call my Claire because she's like that. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on. It's good to see you. But what was it? How long has it been now? About a month. How long since she proposed to me?
It's been over 2. It was the 3rd week. It was the 3rd week.
We can't wait. I know you can't. You in DC. Hey, tell DC. I want him to cook some barbecue baked chicken. And
thank you, Natasha.
I want him to make some barbecue baked
Carol
chicken.
says, "Hey, my daughter, how are you?"
How you doing? It's good. Thank you, because we're on 2 different pages. Congratulations.
We are on 2 different pages. We are broadcasting from Real Talk with Gene and Jessica, and on Monique Barnes' page. If you are not a member of Real Talk with Gene and Jessica, please skedaddle over there. Join the page, and then once you join the page, do us a big solid by sharing the page, and we appreciate you.
Yeah, don't leave Mama Claire McCray over there by herself. Now, she's on Gene Jessica page. Don't leave her over there by herself. So you over there by yourself. No, she got 2 people watching. Okay, 2 people. I'm good, beautiful. You, your husband to be, love you both. We love you too. God bless you. And the greatest thing that can happen to her when she left Scoutland County and she moved away, she got a whole lot better. And the thing about it is, but we will be giving out wedding invitations once we figure out what the date is, because we don't even know ourselves. Okay?
We know it'll be before the year's out.
Before the year's out. She said, okay, I sure will. Wait until you try those collars.
Whoa. Who got college, man?
DC.
What? I got to have the college.
DC.
I got to have the college, man. Gotta have them.
We like cotton screens.
I haven't had college in 3 years. I'm dying for the college.
You want some collard? Hey, y'all. Speaking of college, we were talking about ham hocks earlier. I gotta put my man on blast. I'm sorry. I love him. He said he don't like ham hocks. Can y'all believe it? He don't like ham hocks. I was like, boo-boo, are you for real?
I like your ham hocks. I don't like ham hocks. I like her ham hocks.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. But look, I am just so, I don't know. Oh my God. Look, no, cause
Halo.
No, cause she got the right to say, oh my God, cause she cooks. You hear me? She has her own business. Nene, put up your business. Tell her what's the name of your business. Tell her what's the name. She has a cooking. She has her own log cabin where she goes different places, settle. Matter of fact, you're gonna be at Mayfest this year. I know you is.
I need a free plate.
I know you is. Clara said, okay, May, April 15th or June when.
All right, we got you.
Yeah, that's what. So, but we have to. But I don't know. We not that soon, but you know, it's gonna be before the year's out. We know that much. She said, okay, we are having a plate sale soon. Stay tuned for the flyer. Oh, okay, Miss Clark.
Are you gonna put a copy of it on Facebook?
Yeah, she said they're gonna put a flyer out.
Yeah.
Look, if I
Okay, May, April 15th.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and see, Latasha, she married my cousin Tom, and Tom drives trucks, but she has her own business.
Oh, they balling in.
Huh?
They balling in.
And the thing about it, she got, look, Nene, it's the truth. You hear me? Yes, I will.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool. She's the truth. And I had, it was something that I bought. I forgot what I bought. I forgot what it was. But I know that lemonade is, it was a lemonade or something. Her daughter, her and her daughter, runs. They cooks. Okay, I'm veering away from the subject because I'm talking about food now. I like to eat. And I start talking about food and I forget we're talking about relationships. Lord have mercy. So, what was we talking about, baby? I done got lost on that. I got lost when she talking about them collards. She talking about collard greens. I got lost. What we supposed to be talking about now? Because I'm here. Now I'm hungry. What was he talking about? Seriously. I'm hungry now.
You hungry, man?
Yeah. I'm hungry. Somebody send me a plate. Somebody send me a plate of something.
Oh, man.
I know somebody cooked. I know somebody got some leftover chicken.
Who's paying attention to the podcast? Tell her what we were talking about.
Because I forgot. That collard greens got me lost. I forgot.
Mr. Harrison, Welcome, bro.
Elvis.
We're going to win this race.
What's going on, Elvis? What's going on? Elvis Harrington, salute to you. That's the king right there. Nah, he straight. When you go look on his page, he always talks about and see a lot of people talking riddle and rhyme and they don't understand what they're saying. If you go on his page, if you look at the way he word his things, a lot of people don't understand what he's saying and how he's saying because it's not meant for them to understand.
That's right.
But if you go on his page, he's from New York too.
It's meant for you to think.
Yeah, he was born here, but he was raised in New York, and he's real. Oh, he got it. And much love to you. Hey, Miss Gwen. Hi, how you doing, honey? Yes. Okay, I got Curtis.
Curtis, what's good, man? What's up, classmate?
Okay. Yeah. I remember what we was talking about. We was talking about relationships. I do know that. What was it? Help me out.
Bad energy.
Bad energy.
Bad energy.
Yeah, bad energy. Okay. I'm in one relationship. I'm being good to this person. I'm giving this person all my time, my energy, my affection, and everything. And they giving me a hard time. So therefore, we break up. We don't make it. Okay. Time goes on. I get into this relationship where I didn't have to put less effort in. And I didn't have to do much of nothing. And they just were pouring into me. And because a lot of times we can pour into empty vessels. Now, a cup that's empty, you put water in it, it's full. And then you put it in your stomach. It's supposed to replenish it. So in other words, what I'm saying, if two people are together and if two people are supposed, I'm the same thing. If two people are together and they're the same mind and the same spirit, we should be able to pour into each other. He poured into me, and when his strength get low, I pour right back into him. I pour all the way. I pour so much into this man, and he poured so much into me. We just steady pouring into it. So maybe that's why I gotta keep using the bathroom at night. He keep pouring so much into me. I gotta use the bathroom at night. When you drink too much water, you gotta use the bathroom. He poured so much into me. I went to work today. I was on cloud nine. I was so happy. I was on cloud nine first of all because I got my hair done. And second of all, I'm in love, y'all. I told him, and you know what? Things changed. I told this man, when was it? Last week? Oh, this week.
Last week.
I told him last week. I was honest with him. This is what I told him. I told him, I said, I just realized that I'm in love with you. I told him that. I said, I just finally realized that I am in love with you. She says, when you're in a relationship, make sure you and the person have a bond and have several things in common to relate to each other. Let me tell you something about that, Charlotte. And I'm going to tell you, I know you're going to laugh at what I'm saying. You remember that relationship I was in? We were both musicians. We were both in the church. We both could sing. We had several things in common. It still didn't work. You know who I'm talking about, and I'm not going to say it, but you know who I'm talking about. See, the thing with that was, we did not connect. Yes, I remember. We did not connect spiritually. We didn't connect spiritually. There was no spiritual connection. Me and him have a...
That's where we started.
We started spiritual.
That's where we started.
That's where we started. She said, y'all were serving two different people.
Woo! He was a mess, huh?
Look. 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 Yes, we were serving two different gods. And we were not on one accord. I say yeah, he said no, I say right, he say left. And just because he was the man, he thought I was supposed to follow him. Just because he was the man, he thought I was supposed to go along with it. If he gonna fall into a hole, why am I gonna follow him? If he gonna go straight into a hole, if you gonna go straight into a hole, you know there's a hole right there. Why am I gonna follow you in that hole? You my husband, and I'ma follow you because that's the ordinance of God. No. But look at God. That's what I'm saying. All exclamation mark. Look at God. If I see a big old hole, I'm like, baby, it's a hole. It's a hole. You don't see that hole? It's a hole. You fall in that hole? Okay, now I'm trying to tell you, it's a hole right there, baby. It's a hole. When you walking into a hole and you steady walking, you say, I don't see no hole. I see a big hole. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't listen to what I'm saying, then I'm not trying to control you. I'm just trying to save you. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm trying to save you. You know what I'm saying? So if you know what I'm saying? You say, and if you walk into a hole, I'm just gonna look down.
Keisha Mathay, welcome.
Hey, Keisha. Hey, Keisha. And if you fall into a hole, I'm gonna look down there. I'm gonna ask you, are you okay?
I'm gonna tell you the saddest thing in life. A man without a plan is a wanderer. We know how wanderers are. They are to and fro, near and far, with no destination. That's sad. That's sad. It's the purpose, one of the purposes of why God created to help me. That was the reason, because we don't know everything. We're not going to get everything right.
And you know,
You need your help, me.
You do.
If she says, Gene, there's a hole, let me fine tune my glasses because I need to know where that hole is. I'm not going to turn a deaf ear to that. She closer to the ground than I am. She 5'3", I'm 6'2". If she see that hole, and my head is stuck up too high not to see the hole.
That was not called. Yeah, to the ground.
She closer to the ground.
He sounds like because I'm short.
I love that you're short. I love that. Mm-hmm. That is not a negative, sweetheart.
No, I'm okay. Yeah, we good.
That's
okay.
a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, you can.
Because, you know, I just made that analogy because some dudes think that we're supposed to be so dominant when it comes to our position in a relationship that our nose is
What's
stuck
going
up.
on, Miss Pathay?
Our nose is stuck up so high that we forgot that we have a set of eyes right beside us. So you can't forget that. Again, like I said earlier, it's about positioning. Every relationship, you got to know your position. We know the adage, it's not checkers, it's chess. Which one are you playing? Because if you could play chess, we know your life is probably in order. There's a billion chess players walking around on this planet, and they know how to play the game of life. They know how to play. And the checker players are always easy to spot. They're always easy to spot. They're all over the place. I know she didn't spell hay like that. I know she didn't spell hay like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But you did come to your third grade, though.
You my third grade. You for sure. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Evangelist, I said the H word. And Michelle.
And I'm at a loss for words. Really? I'm at a loss for words because sometimes, you know, when people say describe your relationship, it's indescribable. It really is. It's indescribable because it's so different. It's so much joy. It's so much peace. I just can't put it in one word. It's so much. Because I've been through too much. And now I'm here. It's like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Danielle White Hampton, what's going on, classmate? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Now that's one of my good friends I met at Carver Middle School. And me and her been cool ever since.
Hey, Jazz.
Oh, my baby. Hi, my baby. How you doing? How's the job search going? Call me when you get out there live. Okay, I will. Yeah. You see my hair? See? Look. See? Yeah. How's the job search going? Are you looking? Are you finding anything? But yeah, she said, I'm so happy for you. Thank you, Nene. Thank you. I'm happy too. Me and you had some talks too. Okay. Me and you had plenty of talks, Nene, and you know, and she gave me some nuggets and I gave her some nuggets too, and you know, we expressed things and stuff, you know, that, you know, whatever. And we didn't get no male perspective on what I asked earlier.
What was that?
What are you looking for in a mate? Now I'm gonna ask the women.
I told you what I was looking for.
Yeah, we asked the man. Yeah, I'm talking about that. She says, make sure you are straight about everything from the beginning of the relationship and don't keep no hidden secrets. I'm gonna tell you about it one day. And that's one thing. Okay, Jasmine, tell me about it whenever you.
Dr. Dre, welcome.
Dr. Dre. What is it? Oh, I'm Dre McNeil. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. Okay, keep no hidden secrets. And one thing about, I came into this relationship with all 52 cars. They say don't put all your cards. I put all my cards on the table because I want this man to know about me. So that way, whenever somebody out there on the outside feel like they got the need to say something, listen. When they feel like they got a need to say something, ain't nothing that anybody could tell him that I haven't already told him. So you can kill that. We killed that at the root.
Yeah, we did.
We killed that at the root.
And let me tell y'all a little secret. I don't care. Let's be clear. That Jessica, y'all know, is not the one I know. So there's no need to run up and tell me anything. I do not care. It's not going to change my perception. It's not going to change the way I look at her. It's not going to change the way I think. Because if you have to, one thing about the past, if you have to talk about an individual that you were involved with on a consistent basis, what's the clear message there? You still want them. I'm cool with them. I'm cool on that. Just like I said opening this podcast, I had an ordeal just last night or the night before last, where this ex was on, while we're doing the show, we're talking about disrespect. She's in my inbox.
Disrespecting.
For what? For what? Whatever opportunity that we had at that moment, you blew it.
And the thing that really got me on that was when she said that I'm no better than you are because you publicizing what you do to your woman in the bed and all this other stuff. Well, this is coming from Queen Patty. This is not Monique. This is not Jessica. This is Queen Patty. He talk. If that's the case, he talk about what he did to me in the bed, but couldn't get you in the bed. Now we can take it there, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna be mature because I got several people watching me, and they say they're gonna wash my mouth out with soap, and we ain't gonna give the enemy no room. We're not even gonna give him a room to rent.
None.
We're not gonna give him a room to rent. Like I said, I can be petty, but I'm not, because that's not gonna change anything, and it's not gonna solve anything. But I will say this. You know how you get them videos and they do the voiceovers? That's what he was doing. It was somebody else's voice on there. I know that's right. And it was somebody else's voice, and he was talking about, girl, the way you was singing that tale and whatever, don't you never sling it to nobody else. And it just so happened that they was lurking on his page because they were not friends on his page, but they were stalking his page. Anybody that's not your friend on your page, or anybody that you have ever blocked from your page, if they can find access to get to your page, they are looking. They're looking for something. They are stalking your page. That's point blank. They are your biggest fan. Hello. So this person gonna inbox them and they're gonna feel some kind of way about that. First of all, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this in my head. How did Jimmy say? Let me tell you this. He's very expressive about how he feels about me. Okay? He's very expressive about how he feels about me. And he's gonna put it on Facebook, he's gonna put it on Instagram, he's gonna put it on TikTok. He's gonna shout it to the world. That's just how he feels about me. Why? Not because of sex or not because of what I said. It's because of how I make him feel as a woman. It's because of how I respect him as a man. I honor this man. I let him lead. I let him lead with integrity because I know he's very wise. Okay? And no, he is not using me for my car. Beep, beep. He is not using me for my car, okay? Because I let him drive my car, okay? No. He puts gas in my car. Anybody that drives your car and puts gas in it, I clap your hand. Clap your hand. Okay?
I put tires on the car.
He put tires on the car. He put gas in the car. One time, something happened to my tire, and he do put gas in the car. Now he do. And whatever else, he makes sure he cleans out the car. And matter of fact, we're gonna do that again. He clean out the car, and cause he drives the car, he does. And people, and then it was said like, well, you're going to continue to use her until you find somebody else with more potential. What do you mean more potential? First of all, I am not potential. I am promised. I'm a promised child. What you talking about? I'm it. I'm the bee's knees. I'm the last of the Mohicans. I am the period behind the sentence. And after me is no other. That's it. I am the period behind the sentence. That's the end of the chapter. So let's move on. Right?
Is that what I told you?
And that's all you can do is move on from that.
You can be in your own misery. I mean, I wish you no harm. I really don't. I wish you no harm. One request, leave me alone and move on. That's all you had to do. That's what I did. I left you alone and I moved on. I wished you well. And that was it.
Natasha said yes. And that's what I'm saying. It is always, and I mean, I know men do it in their own little way, but I'm talking about women. Why you gotta hate? We men, see, we women, we get so emotional, and then when a man break up with some women, they take it to the head and stuff like that. I mean, you didn't really have a relationship, or was it a courtship? And the thing about it now with the courtship, in the courtship, the man is learning about the female, and he's trying to see if she will fit into his criteria. He's trying to see if she will fit into his life. That's the thing about courtship, when you're learning somebody. But then whenever you have messed up ways about you, or your character, or stuff like that, a man watches that and he sees that. He might not say it just because he ain't gonna say it. He ain't gonna say it to you. He's not gonna say it. But you gotta be woman enough to discern. You gotta be woman enough to discern, okay, you know, this man is not coming over like this, but he uses me for what I get him. No, if you cook for me and you tell me to come over and I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat your food.
That's it. That's it.
If you offer me a plate of food and me and you, whatever, we cool, whatever, you say, come on over, get a plate. I made something for you. I know you're hungry. Yes, I am. I'm gonna eat.
For sure.
But don't say that and say, I did this and I did that for you. No. It don't work like that.
Because I never asked.
It don't work like that. And I'm just saying this with a loving heart. I'm saying this with a loving heart. Women, we gotta really understand, even with our men, even with our men, they can be stubborn. And I see it. I told him. I said, you stubborn sometimes. He said, you're absolutely right. I said, you're stubborn sometimes. But I didn't say it in a way that would make him rebuttal. I said, baby, you know what? I realize you're stubborn sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes you're stubborn. But guess what? I have my ways too. That's what, you know, we disagree, but then again we come together. We always come together. I love my stubborn man. I love him. And then we working on him, and we working on me, and we working on each other at the same time. And that's what it is. But going forward, what we're talking about, and we're not reliving the past, and we're not talking about, you know, going back and forth and things like that. But the thing about it, for future reference, we're running a tight ship here. And we're getting tighter and tighter together as a couple. And whenever we have these real talks with Gene and Jessica, the real talk with Gene and Jessica is when this camera go on. This is just a broadcast, but we really do be having real talks with Gene and Jessica. And sometimes it get dirty.
You have to get dirty.
It gets dirty and it gets your mind out the gutter. I'm not talking about sex. It gets dirty. Sometimes you like, you know what? You can back. I had to tell myself, Jessica, you my asshole. You can be a straight up asshole. But guess what? I'm working on me. I'm working on me. He working on him. I'm working on me. And we're working with each other. Before we go on with this broadcast, do y'all have anything that y'all want to say? Because y'all listening to us. And a lot of times the broadcast, we always giving out inputs and giving out nuggets and stuff like that. But I want to hear from the viewers. I want to hear what you think. Evangelist Clark, she expressed herself. Nene, she expressed herself, and different ones. And if you're on and you're listening, if you have a question, and ask us a question. There you go. Questions and answers with Gene and Jessica. Ask us any question that you want to ask.
Anything.
Anything.
Any topic.
We'll wait. Ask us anything. Please. Just ask us. Ask a question. Whether it's pertaining to your situation or somebody else's situation or a situation or any situation, just ask a question.
Please engage.
And while you're thinking about your questions, do us a favor. Share this live to someone. Share this live to someone. Even if they don't get in on this live, they can go back to the playback. And we will have more content out. We will have more content out. And if you're on the Gene and Jessica page, but if you have a question, ask the question. I know I got 9 people on my page. And if you have a question, you can ask the question. Anybody have any questions? Yeah, does anybody have any questions? I know y'all watching. Y'all have any questions? Anybody have any questions?
Questions, comments.
No questions. I'm back. Okay, what I missed? Okay, but you missed. We're here. Questions. Do you have any questions? That's what we're asking. Engagement. Do you have any questions on what we were talking about? We was talking about disrespect. Well, basically, we were just talking about relationships and how we respect each other and help me.
And outside forces don't respect us, and it's cool. It's cool. But we're asking people to grow up at your age. What are your comments and your thoughts about that? You know, how do you engage with one another when pressures arise? And when things are going well, why do you question what you have?
And I know what I said. I know exactly what I said.
Well, tell it to the people.
And what I was saying, Michelle, was this. I said that I was talking about okay, and I remember she said, and the last thing I was talking about how we run a tight ship in our relationship. She said, Gene, how does a man know when she's the one, and long does it, and how long does it take? Thank you for asking that question.
Okay, this man, I can only speak for this one. but most probably follows the same format. It's the mother in her. When we see our mother in her, we know right then. It can take forever if you're respectfully just walking a path with this person, genuinely, of course, not looking on the flesh or having an ulterior motive that, between the legs is the only reason you're there. If you're really there because you are attracted to this person and you have kindred spirits or whatever, once we find the mother in that woman, that's it. That's it. We're not gonna mess around and do anything to mess that up. Period. We're gonna have women questioning us. They're gonna question themselves because women go through so much emotionally with guys. When that one comes along and he seems perfect, like he could do no wrong, that he'll give his whole life for you, she's gonna be scared. That woman instantly gets scared. It can be quick. It can be quick. It doesn't take long. It really don't. It took Jessica longer because of her scars. But if she was one to have been semi-healed or healed, or her confidence about herself and what she brings to the table was at a supreme high, if that was the case, she would have knew earlier. She said here earlier that she just now telling me that she's in love with me, not loving me, in love with me.
And I was being honest.
She was being honest about that.
I was being honest.
And that was okay with me. That was okay. Because I told her in about 4 days, which is crazy, even to me, in about 4 days, I knew she was in. I knew. On the 9th day of our relationship is when I proposed. The 9th day. Because we know, men know. We know when we're not playing, especially when we coming straight. See, most guys, even when they're gaming, we coming straight. Even when we're gaming, we're coming straight. And I'm gonna tell you how you decipher the difference. When we come straight at you and you feel a certain kind of way, and I mean on the negative side,
and then
that's your best time to get out.
And how do you recommend that he covers his mate and help her heal?
Woo! Okay, me. I've suffered trauma myself. I went to a deep state of depression for 4 years. And what I've learned during that time was the value of listening. I had my grandfather at that time. I had a few brothers in the military at that time. And I've always had female friends. I've got a ton of them. But when I was younger, a lot of them sat with me and talked with me about the hard things. And what I've learned is they allowed me to vent, to express what I was going through, cry. They held me. They gave me words of encouragement. But the biggest thing the biggest jewel that I got in all of that was them truly listening to me.
Vanilla.
They listened to me. So you know my partner quite well, Michelle. When I met this woman and we began to talk, before she could even tell me her story, I knew she was broke again, she's been through a lot. And I wanted to be that, I wanted to prepare that safe space for her. So how to help a woman heal in my personal growth and learning is not being judgmental. Prepare a safe space for her to be vulnerable. And don't question her vulnerability. When she's going through, don't ask her why she's going through. Because if you end up as a couple anyway, she's going to tell you about that past, so you already know. But allow her to regurgitate that. And I know that's a strong word, but allow her to regurgitate that because it just don't come out. She has to literally throw that up out of her. And
like releasing demons.
You know, and you, as her helper, you have to pour into her that space where she can get it out. You know, even yesterday, you know what we went to do yesterday. Even yesterday, I sat in there once or twice and I was like, "You good?" And she said she was having an anxiety attack. I had to text her because it was doing her thing, you know. I had to text her words of encouragement. You got this. You're going to make it. Don't give in. You even prayed for her. That's the work of the devil. Let it go. You're not that person. So you got to...
Hey, Cherise, Craig.
You got to give a woman... You have to give a woman... First of all, she's got to know whatever she says, you may not understand, but you're gonna stay there. You're gonna stay there, and you're gonna fight this fight with her. You gotta let her know that you're gonna have to console her. You may even have to cry with her. You know, but you can't stop pouring. You gotta continue to pour. You know, wherever it comes from. Let it be genuine though. You don't game with people's emotions. You don't do that. So you let them know. You know, if it bothers you any, let them know it bothers you. But continue to provide that safe space, because if they can't be vulnerable, they'll never heal. They'll never heal. So with her, I'm consistently like this. And when she's not around, I'm on her phone all during the day, because she's dependent on me to be her protector. She's dependent on me to be her comforter. Earlier in the podcast, she said I was her big teddy bear. I am. You know, but I'm not going to tell anybody it's not challenging. Oh, this is not an easy race when somebody's been broken like that. It's not easy. But when she have her episodes or her moments, I don't shy away from her. I don't walk away from it. I don't question why are you crying. You know, I don't ask her what's wrong too many times. It's clear that something's wrong. And I just tell her, I'm right here. Whatever you gotta say, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. So, men, y'all excuse me, men that truly love their partners are strong enough to provide that safe space. No matter what it takes, no matter what it costs, they're going to provide that safe space. There's a lot of women that are bitter, but it's something really eating at them. It's something eating at them. If that's our mate, or that's who we're choosing, we have to provide a space for a change. We have to provide that, because if we can't, you're losing the battle already. It'll be conflict, it'll be friction, confusing thoughts. All of that is negative. And a mix of that in any form while trying to deal with a problem, it's not going to allow you to fix the problem. Somebody has to, if she's going to cry, I'm going to cry with it. Because I'm hurt to see it. She'll tell you, I said, I can't stand to see you cry. But I keep my face, I keep my strength, I let her know you can do that. It's okay, you can do that.
And then look, this next question she asked, I would like the second part in the answer, because it's a two-part. She asks also, is it his responsibility to help her heal? Yes or no?
A resounding yes.
It's his responsibility to help her heal, but it's also her accountability. His responsibility, my accountability.
I agree with that 1,000%. And the reason I agree, initially, is because I told her I love her. I told her I love her. I have to show her that I love her. Redbone Jones, welcome. I have to show her that I love her. You can't, though I don't take words like that lightly, because if I love you, I love you. I can get mad as hell at you, but I still love you. It is done with my actions, not with what I say. So once those words leave my vocal cords, I'm going to show you that. That's what I'm going to do. That's number one. Number two, love is not an emotion. We all think it's an emotion. It's not. Love is an action. Love is an action. You take, prime example, you take a puppy, you rub that puppy every day. You never yell at that puppy. You don't have to do anything extravagant with that puppy, but show them some type of attention, some type of care, that you care for them. That puppy will be faithful to you forever. Forever. And if anybody bothers you, that dog becomes offended. That dog becomes offended. I've told Jessica a million times from her story that she told me. She's been picked on, she's been bullied, she's been talked about, she's been called ugly, she's been through it all. She's been through it all. Hey, Chandra, how you doing, cuz? I'm the one to tell her, no, you're not. Because I've never been superficial. Ever. If you heard my story, my ex-wife was 325 pounds. My first wife was 80 pounds. They weren't the best looking women. They weren't the worst. I've never been superficial. You pour into me what I need poured into me, we good. That's what I got. And it's not for nobody else. You're crazy. That's not for anybody else. It's not. She is not for anybody else. So, me building her, see, I have the supreme confidence. I fought that same battle. Maybe not as severe as hers, but I fought that battle. Now I have the utmost supreme confidence in Gene. I'm going to bring her along for the ride. I'm going to build her confidence. I'm going to build her self-esteem. She got up this morning, and the very thing the very thing that I told her when we first got together. I said, look in that mirror. I said, look in that mirror. Hair was all over the place. That don't make the woman. It don't make the woman. Her hair was all over the place. I said, look in that mirror. I said, tell yourself that you're beautiful. She said, I don't feel beautiful. I said, I want to hear that. Look in that mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful. I made her do that every morning. It became habit. It became habit. Now I don't have to ever say it.
But my accountability is he's getting comfortable with this, and I wanna give it to him, because when we first started, he was like, oh, kind of, I don't. He didn't talk that much. Now he pretty much taking over the show.
I was asked a question, remember?
Yeah, you would ask a question, but you went all the way to Tulsa-Hole, Mississippi, wherever that is. and we have fun like this sometimes. This is my baby. But no, cause
the Gibson, welcome.
No, cause and the thing, did you help her fix her hair like some men do? Oh no, Michelle, hold me. Michelle, hold me. Wait a minute, Michelle, hold on me. Don't ask no more questions. Let me finish. Let me finish. Before he answered that question, let me talk about the accountability on my part. Because even though he felt it was his responsibility to help me to heal, I would not have made it any easier if I would have rebutted against him. He would have been holding me. I would have been like, no, hold me, don't touch me. Or he would have been saying something. I heard that before. Okay, everything that he would have tried to do, then I would have put that past hurt on him. But I'm not taking accountability for what I did. You know what accountability was? I stayed in that hell long enough. I made it my purpose. I made it my business to stay there. Didn't nobody tell me to stay in that hell as long as I did. That was a decision that I made. That was something that I wanted to do at that time. Even though people were telling me, and they were right, Jessica, get out of it. No, I wanted to stay in it because I feel like I love them and I can help change them. No, you can't change a person. A person gonna wanna have to change themselves. So I had to take accountability for what I did. You stayed too long. I've been there before. Yes, I stayed too long because I was thinking that the person was gonna change, baby. That's what we're talking about, accountability. I'm at the point now where I take accountability for what I did. Therefore, I can't place the blame on this man. And we can place blame on people without even blaming them. We can make them suffer for what somebody else did. And he told me that in the beginning. He said, baby, please don't make me suffer for what somebody else did. And Edna Gibbs, he said, hey, y'all, I love the way y'all, I hate that. Let me see. She said, hey, y'all, I love the way that y'all love each other. And when you wait patiently, God will bring the best love. Sister, I love you too, Edna. And then listen, I even told you to get out of. Yeah, you did. You said what you said because you knew what you knew. But guess what? I was like, no, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be different. That's what I said. We all say stuff like that. It's gonna be different. But I had to take accountability, and until I took accountability, I was always like, that person, they did this to me. They did. No, I did it to myself. So now with him. He's a part of my healing. He's a part of my healing. He's a great part of my healing. But I had to first take accountability for what I did. So once I took accountability, then it made it easier for him. Because he said, baby, it's not your fault. I said, no, I stayed as long as I could. I stayed as long as I should. I shouldn't have stayed that long. That's why I ended up as hurt as I did. And she said, all right then. That's right, and that's what I did. But guess what? Moving right along, I'm learning how to take accountability for my downfalls. So therefore, I won't make it hard for him. And she said, thank you for covering her and helping her through the healing process. She said,
it's a joy.
It really is. It's fun. It's fun. This relationship is so much fun. When I tell you it's fun, y'all looking at this man, you're like, oh, he calm. He fun. We're very fun. I'm like a little kid at Disneyland. I'm like, when every day to me, it can be storming outside, the wind blowing right in like cats and dogs. Me and him having so much fun. Cause there's so much peace. And that little reenactment y'all see me do earlier, I was just playing. I love when he talk. Cause he's expressing himself. We don't find too many men that do that. She said, we can tell it's fun. Oh man, look. We have so much fun. We out there in public. And it's not a facade. It's not a facade. Cause what we do on the outside, we do on the inside with some things. But, this, and she asked the question, who you help doing? As far as my hair goes, whenever he ain't much help he could do. Cause my hair was going left, right, up, down, east, west, north, south.
But I would have helped it.
Yeah, enjoy your Disneyland. Look, I love my Disneyland and the roller coasters that we get. It's a total thrill. I love this man with everything that God had placed on the inside of me. Everything that God placed on the inside of me, I love him. I'm in love with him. I just told him last week, you know what? I just realized that I'm in love with him. Brandy Mitchell. Hey, Brandy Mitchell. Hi, Brandy Mitchell. Look, I'm sorry. I went to her. I'm sorry. Brandy, excuse me. I need some glasses, and I really do. She said, I was saying, did he help your hair this morning? Oh, this morning. I thought you were talking about before I got my hair done.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did. Matter of fact, he's the one that helped how much they say help? He helped me with my hair and the ponytail and stuff like that. And he made sure, I look like a little baby doll. I look like a cute little. I don't even look like my age. I don't even look my age. Brandy, I just want to tell you that you're doing such a wonderful job. And I see your healing. I see that, and I was there too. You're doing good. You're gonna totally recover. I don't know what happened to you, but it's all good. But look, I'm so at peace with myself. Oh my God. Sandra Short says, start a men's support group because some men don't know how to express themselves or know what love looks like.
Cause I thought about that. I really have thought about that.
Thank you, Edna.
But my only issue with it is I don't know everything, and I don't want nobody to think I'm this therapist or anything like that, because I'm not, because I go through a lot myself, and I'm still learning. Now, if brothers want to get together and really be transparent about what's going on with them, I'm all in. But black men in particular, we already don't have many outlets to, we don't have too many outlets as it is to get help, but there are some that do. I just don't know who they are because I'm a loner. I've been a loner since I left New York. I've been by myself forever, and I don't know who in my own circle may be suffering. So, brothers, if y'all out there, if y'all know anybody, look, listen up. We can vibe, bruh. We all we got. We can vibe. If you down, you want to talk, man, I'm here, bro. I ain't going nowhere because there's times I may need you as well. So, let's create our own safe space and do our thing, man.
Let me tell you something. I believe. No, wait a minute.
Michelle, the only way I can answer that question is, come here, babe, back up.
I'm trying to see. I can't. You know I can't see.
I know you don't have to see. I was gonna answer the question.
No, I'm trying to see the question.
Indeed, cuz. This, Michelle, this is what it looked like. This is what it looked like. Just peace. Just peace. Goofball status. That's what it looked like. At least for us, anyway. You know, you can't be serious all the time. Let me read this right quick.
I'm gonna show y'all, and before he read that, I'm gonna post on the page. I'm gonna post on the page. My before him. Now I want y'all to be ready to see it. I want y'all to see my before him.
Michelle said, where your glasses at?
I need to get some.
The ones you had on earlier.
Home at Michelle. I don't know. Damn. But Emma, he wanna read something to y'all.
Y'all know I'm a private person. But again, like I say, I pour into my lady because even in our conversations away from each other, I can tell when she may be going through something or when she just need a word. So this is what I said to her. I said, beautiful one, let me speak this from a place of honesty and reverence. The work God has placed on me in being with you has never been difficult, not in the sense of burden or strain. But I can say without hesitation that it has been challenging in the way all divine assignments are. Growth requires stretching. Purpose requires patience. Love requires courage. And through it all, the results have been undeniable. Every day, God shows me that I'm winning. Not because everything is perfect, but because everything is purposeful. It fills me with joy. I can barely put into words to see how far you've grown in such a short time. The speed, the depth, the clarity of your transformation is quite breathtaking. I'm honored that God chose me to walk beside you, and I'm honored that you chose me too. Because I told you from the beginning, the moment we met, I found me. Something in my spirit recognized something in yours. And it was quite clear we were kindred spirits long before we ever said it out loud. I thank Yah every day for allowing our paths in the exact way He did. People are still firing darts at you and me and what we're building. But God's love has covered you, strengthened you, lifted you above every attempt to break your spirit. I've watched the timidness fall away from you piece by piece. I've watched you step into your voice, your confidence, and your authority.
Hey, Joanna.
You've learned how to stand firm, how to respond with calm strength, how to fight back without losing your peace. That's growth. That's God. And what moves me most is how you continue to trust His promises. Even when the world tries to shake you, you allow me fully, openly to pour my love into you, to support you, to uplift you, to speak life into you. That's not a small thing. That is partnership. That is faith in action. So hear me clearly, my love. I'm not the only one winning. You are winning too. Your victories may not always be loud, but they are real. Every step forward, every healed wound, every moment you choose strength over fear is a win for us both. We are rising together, growing together, becoming together, And God is in every part of it. This is the change that I've been witnessing for the last few weeks in this vessel. This woman was broken. You can tell even on the podcast how she's been more affluent in her conversation. She was very sheltered in a lot of ways. Am I looking for kudos? No. I'm just being me.
And look, one of the main witnesses to my life story is on here. My sister, if she's still on here, Tawana Harrington. She saw me go through a lot, and she seen me put myself through a lot. And you know, being a big sister, this is my sister, my big sister / second mama. She is a witness to a lot of my traumas and stuff that I went through. And she's on it. And that was not a poem, y'all. That was his actual words from his heart to me. Because this man, he truly adores me, seriously. Whatever he say he gonna do, he gonna do. Whatever he say he not gonna do, he ain't gonna do. So he's a man of his word, and whatever he say, it is what it is. If he can't do it, he'll let you know. If he can do it, he'll let you know. And he's a timely man. He's like, I'll be there. And he's the one that you can depend on. And you can count on him. But we pour into each other. We do. We really do. So, you know, and as broken as I was, okay, this Nicole Blur. Blue. Oh God, I need some glasses. My vision getting bad, y'all. Jesus. Very well spoken. Yeah, because see, Tawana, you know my bouts. And you know how hard-headed, talking about you being stubborn. I was hard-headed and stubborn too in relationships. Especially, you know, picking and choosing, you know. But the thing, let me see. Hi, Nicole, my other sister. Our sister. Her sister's my sisters. So we sisters, yeah, point blank. Okay, Nicole, my sister. Ain't no word to say it. But he really does pour into me, and we talk to each other all the time. And he.
You did it twice.
He's not in your face, but he's very expressive with me, and I'm very expressive with him. And if he has a concern, we'll talk about it. And if I have a concern, you know, now I'm free to voice my pain without him yelling at me. He did. You see how his voice is? That's as high as he's gonna get.
Yeah, I'm about all that noise.
We don't yell at each other. Mm-mm. If we ever get loud with each other, that's because we having fun. You know, we trying to sing, we singing out of key, and we hollering and trying to, you know, but this relationship by far has been a great experience for me. If I don't ever in my life, and I'm gonna tell him this in his face, if I don't ever in my life experience a relationship ever again, after he gone, after I'm gone, or whatever, if he leaves before I do, I'm satisfied. I really am. I'm satisfied because now I really know what true love feels like. Because that's what I asked for years. I wanted to know what true love feels like. And he has given me everything that I need emotionally, intellectually, verbally, any kind of leads you want. He has given me security. He's given me protection. He's given me honesty. He's given me assurance. He's given me.
My head big enough. Stop blowing me up.
No. And no, I'm not doing that. I'm head down and Lee. I'm not blowing your head up. I'm just, it's true. It's true. And see, we're not just saying this because we don't lie. He's like this all the time. And we confess I love each other. He posts little things and I tag him in little things. Y'all see it on Facebook. Y'all look on my page. It's always Gene Jessica. That's what it is. Because that's how much we're into each other. And a lot of people say, oh, that's gonna go down. That's gonna fade out. That's gonna fade out pretty soon. Well, how would you know? We keep that spark going. He said he seems to really care about you.
I do.
Tawana, he really does.
I do, sis. I do. I gave you my word. I told you. She'll never hurt again. She'll never hurt again. Because I'm going to be there. I'm going to protect her with my life if that's what it costs. I mean that. I really do. She's giving me what no woman's giving me. And I can't let that go because it's what I want first and foremost. And I need it. And she knows her place with me. You know, I made it clear. I'm not trying to be your father. I'm trying to be your partner. I'm not your dad. The table is set and we both can eat from it. The playing field is open. You tackle me and I'll tackle you. That's just what it is. You know, I'm not in the business of trying to raise a grown woman. I'm not going to do that. She's supposed to know how to be a woman. She's showing me she is. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it.
No, we are raised by a strong woman.
You know what I mean?
My mama, she's a strong woman.
She is.
She raised two strong women. Really, she has.
And I don't want, you know, I've heard a story. A story really moved me, you know? Hey, Teresa, how you doing?
I'm hollering you to your work.
I want you to. I really do. You know, I'm not one of these guys, you know, that plays with people's emotions. I got emotions too. You know, like I told her, I said, I've had 5 relationships. 5. And no woman has ever left me. I don't know what that feels like. I always end up having to leave because we're adults, man, and at bare minimum, I want you to be an adult. You could be a baby with me, but I want you to be an adult. I want you to know what that means, you know. And when it comes to differences, say, hey, Gene, I need to talk to you. Emphasis on the word talk. It might be a hard conversation, but we're not going to yell at each other. We're not going to do that. You know, and think we're going to have something long lasting. Of course we're not. Because as soon as I feel like you're trying to be my mom or somebody in a position of authority, when I've been on the planet, as long as I've been here, that's not going to sit well with me. We have differences all the time, but you know what we do? We sit our butt down and we do what we doing now. We talk. We don't yell. We don't do that. And you know your sister way better than you know me. You know she's an easy soul. So am I. I've been that way all my life. Nobody can tell you that I've been in a whole lot of verbal warfares and things of that nature because I just don't get involved in that. I never have. And I told her, have enough strength to tell me what you feel exactly. I don't care what it is. Whatever you feel, you tell me so I know how to operate with you. I don't want to do what other guys done to her and it becomes a repetitive thing for her to go back in that box that I'm working so hard to keep her out of or break her out of. You know, this hammer gets heavy after a while. I'm tired of pounding. You know, and she came a long way with me. She went from always like this to now she literally got her head up. I can see her. So I think we're doing pretty well. You know, I think we're doing pretty well. And I don't want it to end. I don't. You know, I already told her, either I'm going to bury you or you're going to bury me. I'm in it for the long haul. I am. I don't care what nobody else's opinion is. I don't. Because I honestly feel she is for me. I don't care about her past. I don't judge her for it. Like I told her, that woman before December of last year, I don't know her. I don't care to know her. I don't. Just forgive yourself for being her. Because everybody downtrodden her because of what they knew her to be. I don't know that woman. That woman don't exist in our dynamic. So, if she continues this, which I'm sure she will because she's made me a priority to her life as I've made her to mine, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. I hope and pray that I have a long time with her. And you will see a lot of me, because I'm not going nowhere. You know, if I didn't want her, I told her, I'm strong enough to tell you that. I won't play you. I'll come tell you. You know, it's ran its course.
And look, it was a relationship that I was in. From the beginning, my sister, she knew that it was something to it. She told me that it was something to it. But because, you know, we done ignorant things. And because we thought we was in love. The first thing he come with her with scripture.
Oh, he played that game.
He played that game.
That's fire.
This is what he did. The first, he opened his mouth to say a scripture. She said, first of all, I don't want to hear all this. Like, she shut him down from day one. Because he said, you know, she was like, don't come at me like that. Because she shut him down like that. But the thing about it was, it took me, I don't know who that is,
Marky Livingston.
Hey, Marky. Hi.
Oh.
And she told me, but see, a lot of times we think we're in love with somebody, and we think it's love. And a lot of times we mistake love for loneliness, comfort, complacentness, and all those things. And a lot of times whenever a person becomes desperate, they're grab at anything.
Oh, yeah.
They're grab at anything. And that's what I did. That's called accountability. That's called taking accountability for your actions and what you did. So I take accountability. Now I'm had to fix this thing that I put myself into. So, but ain't no love lost. No love lost. And on top of that, experience taught me a lot. Experience taught me to appreciate life more. To love the ones I have in my life and my relationship that I have And you know, and my girls, they're slowly sure they, you know, they think he cool too. They say he cool, and that's all right. You know, because they seen me go through. When my girls see me go through, that was the hurt. You know, they saw me go through. They saw me go through. They saw their mama get hurt. They saw this and that. So whenever he came along, of course, right naturally, it's like, I don't know, Mama, I don't know, because you said that before, and look what happened. You know, and quite naturally, you know, that's expected, and it's okay. It's okay. I didn't get mad. Not with this one. I didn't get mad, and he didn't get mad because he understood. But the proof is always in the pudding. It's not in your words that you speak, it's in your actions. And his actions prove that he's that man that he says he is.
I can't change it.
No,
I can't change it.
She said, "Laugh out loud. I don't make it sound like I don't believe in the word. I just want him to know that even say in no scripture and approve in the book, it's about the life you actually live, not the one you talk about." Oh,
Facts.
yeah, and look, Tamara, I want no, you did shut him down. Now let's be honest, you shut that man on. You shut him down like you shut that man down like they shut folks down. You shut that man like they shut. You shut that man all the way down, and that was because spiritually, your spiritual antenna was up. You probably didn't really realize that. Okay, she said that should be the proof is in that should be the proof. Yeah, the proof is in the pudding, and he proves himself. I mean, look, I can't emphasize this anymore. I cannot. He don't go along with what I do and what I say because he loves me and he want to be around me. And you know, vice versa. I'm gonna give you a good example. Me and the other guy, we was always together, just like me and you. We was always together, but we was always together not because we wanted to be together. I had to be he had to be in my eyesight all the time. That's insecurity. He had to be in my eyesight all the time. I couldn't be around my sister by myself. I couldn't be around my children by myself. I couldn't be around my mama by myself. I couldn't be around my brother by myself. Oh, he was jealous of me and my brother. For some reason, I don't know. But, I mean, she said I wasn't trying to be mean, just real. Tawana. Ain't nothing wrong with being that. You wasn't being mean. I ain't never thought you were being mean. I'm glad you said what you said. But the difference between this one and that one was he was insecure and he thought that I was doing something that I wasn't doing. So he had to monitor me. Right? He had to watch my every move. And then whenever I decided to move different, oh, that's the devil. That's the spirit of separation. Nigga, I was trying to get away from you.
Some people will do that too.
I mean, it got to the point where I couldn't go to the bathroom by myself.
That's crazy.
But that's what I chose. Accountability. That's what I chose. And then, because of the choice that I made, I had to deal with it. I had to suffer through it. Now, fast forward to him. Yeah, we're together a lot. The only time, even I couldn't get a job with the other one. Because if I had a job, he had to be somewhere lurking in the clouds, somewhere lurking in the bushes. He was somewhere in the trenches watching me.
Homer Simpson.
Yeah, watching me on my job, making sure I was at work, making sure. And if another man spoke to me, oh God, he has.
That's too much. You're supposed to be secure in what you build.
And think about it, me and him together all the time. We're together all the time, and the only time we're not together is when I'm at work. And even when I'm at work, he's secure. He knows.
You gotta work, man.
Yeah. He said you gotta make your money.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Oh,
you gotta make your money. You gotta make that money. You got bills to pay. I can't stop you from making money. Now, so, but the
That's
relationship.
miserable, man. I don't want to be that miserable ever.
But the thing about it, no, he wasn't. I was.
Good God.
I was miserable.
I bet.
At the end, towards the end of it, and then, you know, glory be to God. I ended up having that first mini stroke back in 2019. That was my way of escape. Having a mini stroke.
Wow.
I never looked back in it. I never went back to it. I never went back.
A lot of stress.
A lot of stress. Now you would have thought that would have took me out. But yeah. This has been a real good broadcast tonight.
Yeah.
I think it has. Because we made a lot of good points. And we said a lot of good things. And I think that the listeners and the ones that are watching have gotten a little, you know, nugget from what we said.
We got a couple. Of them.
And I'm glad that my sister was on here. You know, I'm glad she was able to see this. And I'm glad to see her on here. So, let me see, she's still on here. And, Regina Bass.
Oh, she in here?
Yeah.
Hey, big cuz, how you doing?
And then she announced me, she said, always stay true to each other. Always stay true.
That's an easy task.
Mm-hmm. And Miss Regina, we're going to always stay true to each other because that's all we know to do.
That's it. There's nothing out there, man.
Always.
A lot of game, a lot of diseases, a lot of hell. I'm searching for my peace. And if we can have perfect peace in our fleshly bodies, for me, this is it. This is it. So I'm good. I'm good. Took me a long time to find it, but I got it. I'm good.
Me too.
Well, we've been rocking about 2 hours and a half.
Oh, yeah.
I'm about ready to get up out of here.
Me too. I'm hungry.
Me too.
I'm hungry. Love you guys.
Love
we
you too,
love
Tawana.
you too, Tawana. You know I love you.
I'm holding myself accountable. I gave you my word. I meant it. All right?
I'm her baby sister.
That's right. Tell your husband I said we love him.
I'm the baby girl.
All right? Well, on that note, y'all, it's been real. Thank you for participating in another rendition of Real Talk with Gene
and Jessica.
Remember, we love you. We're going to leave with our signature handshake. We'll catch y'all on Sunday night.